can do it.
Ken さん、今日おめでとうございます。How are you? Fine ね。
ハレルヤ、イエス様、愛するイエス様、ありがとうございます。私の命を救ってくださり、与えてくださり、今あなたの命によって生かしてくださっていることを感謝します。あなたの臨在を愛するとともに、この平安を体験するその臨在をエンジョイすることができることをありがとうございます。イエス様を愛しています。アーメン。
アメン。もう世の中には結構broken couple, broken family. There are so many broken couple, broken families. So I would like to ask you to share your testimony about your marriage in the international marriage. And お願いします。ルーさんとケンさんは結婚して何年目ですか？ How many years have you been married?
33 years.
Wow! 33年間ですね。結婚に至るまで How did you meet each other and how did you decide to get married with him and marry?
Well, it's really a very long story, but in short, his Christian friend and I worked in an English school, and so his friend introduced me to him, and that's how we got together. That's very simple, but basically yes.
How about you, Ken さん？どうやってルーさんと出会いましたか？
神様の導きで出会いました。
その神様の導きとは具体的にどうですか？どんな導きだったんですか？そこのところ知りたいですね。
そう難しいね、そのショートに話そうと思ったらね。まず最初にあったのは阿蘇ですね。阿蘇で教会の正会があった時に他の教会から他の友達とね来て、私ちょっと受付してたんですけど、たまたまそのところにあったんですけど、その時はすごく落ち着いておられたからね、シングルとは思わなかった。だからでも素敵な人だなと思ったけど、素敵な奥さんかなと思って感じでね。であと終わってずっと私マイクロバス運転したから横に座っていてもらって、私ハッピーでしたけど
その時からちょっといいなと思ってたんですね。
いいなっていうか、もちろん独身と思ってなかったから全然そういう対象外ですね。
ルーさんは How was the first impression of Ken さん？
When I first met him? Well, I really liked his smile. I loved his teeth. His teeth are really beautiful and his smile is really beautiful. And when I actually met him in Tianjin at the station, he was dressed up in this suit, and I thought he looked really handsome, and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to meet this guy. And but then later, after I got to know him, he was very, very shy. Yeah, and but he looked really cool, and his heart felt really warm, so that's what I really liked about it. Yeah.
So, how did you decide to get married with him? How did you hear from God and to have a confirmation that he was the one for you to get married?
Well, before we even met, a friend had been praying with me, and that God would direct me to the right man who would see the needs of my heart, and that he would prepare that man for me. And about 30 days later, then I heard about Ken.
Wow.
And so I thought, oh my gosh, this must be it. And so anyway, we kind of dated for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and my passport was going to expire, or my visa was going to expire in March of '88, I believe it was. So if he had not asked me to marry him before then, I would have had to go back to America. And so it just happened one night that, he realized, well, why don't we get married? And by faith, I felt this was it, because, in 3 more months I would have to go back. And so it was just perfect timing. And it was a faith. It was really a faith situation. And like I said, he was really shy, and we communicate in broken English and Japanese, and so we didn't know each other super well. But I had come from a broken relationship where another one failed. So actually, on our way, before we got married, when you have to go to the city office to sign for the marriage license, I was afraid. And I looked at him and I thought, oh my gosh, am I making the right decision? And it's not because I didn't like him, it's just, what if I make a mistake and I can't change it? And he looked at me with a smile on his face, and I realized that, that was just fear that was trying to come against me. And if I had allowed it, I would have never gotten to know that he was really the one that God had prepared for me.
That's awesome.
So it really was a faith step. And I believe for him as well.
Okay.
It was a faith step. Because he, being a new Christian, had his personal experience too. And sometimes we have to just take steps of faith, because God's the one who opened the door for us.
Amazing. How about you, ケンさん、どのようにしてルーさんがケンさんの結婚する相手だっていう確認、神様からの確認、どういうふうにして受け取りましたか？
友達が結局なんていうか仲人口っていうかルースは後で聞いたらすごく私のイメージとしてコメディアンみたいコメディアンは私のタイプじゃないのって言ったけどかなりプッシュいいことばっかし言ってかなり押されて彼のその勢いっていうか仲人口っていうかなんか諦めていやだから綺麗にメイキャップ多分しなくてラフスタイルできて部屋もあんまりなんかそのままラフできて断れられたいみたいな気持ちだと思ったんですね。期待するよりもね、もう期待してない断れることを期待したみたいしてただ福岡駅で会った時はポッとなんか彼女だけ光ったと暗いようにああって
光ったんですね。
なんとかそう見えないっていうかブラインドだったんですね。なんかすぐ分かった。たくさん人がいたんだけどその中でパッとこっちを見て2人こう見てその瞬間は不思議やったんですね。なんかインパクトなんやろうね。他は見えなかった。
他は見えなかった。
人混みだけ。
二人の世界だったんですね。
ずっとね、結構遠くのホームにいたけどね、反対側ね。
I think that's God because the focus was on one particular person, and God had him focus on me, and God had me focus on him. That's all we saw. We didn't see anything else around us. Like, oh my gosh, that's him, that's her.
That's amazing.
I think it's amazing when you look back.
That's amazing. Thank you. Okay, next question. How do you communicate each other when you get married?
When we got married.
結婚当初2人はどうやってコミュニケーションを取ったんですか？ルーさん。
Wow, I don't remember well. It's been a long time, but I know that we were both broken in our languages, and so my Japanese was not very well at the time, and his English wasn't. But I'm sure I have mentioned before that we just spoke from our heart. I didn't marry him because he could speak the language. I married him because I felt in my heart that he was the one that God had for me. So our conversation was simple. It was enough because we were learning to get to know each other. And that's how it started.
So you told me before you could feel his heart.
Oh, that's how it should be. I should be able to feel his heart and he should be able to feel my heart. And if that's what we see in each other, it's enough. It's not the ability to speak a language.